Mine was I was traveling after college. I met a beautiful woman in France in 1989. I wanted to get married, and my dad was like, "You need benefits." My dad said, "You need benefits." So that meant I had to go to the family business. I was like, "No," because the family business for a guy, if you were not a musician, was go to the family business. I was like, "No," because the family business for a guy, if you were not a musician, was selling advertising in New York City. So that's what I had to go do. So, well, actually, I was on the ad agency side first. I was on the ad agency side, and I was managing some accounts, and I was in the buying department of McCann Erickson for TV, for broadcast, and that's what I did. Hey, Jack, you're back. Kyle, how you doing? User 882. Hey, JC Cos, user 432. Hey, everybody, what's going on? It's raining right now out here. We had freezing rain, so we lost power for like an hour here in coastal Connecticut, and I did not have power, and I could not go online. Okay? So the bottom line is, check it out. Bottom line is, look, I had to get a job in New York City. I was 26 years old. Guess what they told me when I was interviewing? Guess what they told me? Because I waited 4 years. I didn't go right to work after school, right? I was driving a cab, making money, and then I'd go to Europe and I would travel around. And I was making a lot of cash driving a cab in those days. I'd go home with like a huge wad of cash in my pocket. I would walk home at like 2 or 3 in the morning, New Rochelle. It was not that safe, okay? But I was very used to being, because in the city I lived on Avenue A and the East Village and everything in the 80s was very dangerous, but I never had any problems. Never had any problems ever. No one even, if I ever thought someone was behind me or something, and I felt the hairs go up in my neck, I had a rule. It was just take off running. And I told my kids when they were moving into the city, I said, you ever get that feeling, don't worry about it unless you're in heels because they're girls. I said, take off running. Just take off running. Don't worry about it. That's what I had to do a few times. But my rule was always to kind of be home by about 1 a.m.